Hello everybody and welcome to the Electronic Revolution Broadcasting Network, where tonight we come into Cal, week number 1 in the Cal playoffs. I'm Anger, and tonight alongside with me will be none other than the sexy man himself, Strider. What's up, Stride?
How you doing, baby? What's going on?
Not much, but other than this week 1, or I should say the first matchups here in the playoffs between Origin and Zero Tolerance. Origin coming in with a 5-3 record, and Zero Tolerance coming in with a 4-4 record. Tonight they're going to be battling it out on Verdun. So, we'll quickly here, before we start here, we're going to go over the playoff bracket list here, and hopefully Lymet gets this up, and we're going to talk about this list real quick. Now, there's going to be a total of 16 teams into this playoff bracket. And as we look at the top bracket, we have Massive Unit going against MIA. 1 and 16 seed there. Little NCAA for you there, Strider. We got number 8 and number 9, Apex and FAV going at it. We have Ace and Rage going with a 5 and 12 slot. Black Ops Squadron, number 13, going against K Thanks Bye, which they are in the number 4 spot. Anything intrigue you in that first upper bracket there, Strider?
Not so much, but I've been surprised before. I honestly haven't been following the Cal AV thing that much, but I do recognize a couple names, and I mean, we should have some good matches coming up.
Yeah, even though the higher echelon teams that were in place last season are no longer here, it should be very interesting because we have a lot more evenly matched teams. Now, as we take a look at the second half of this bracket, we have the number 3 team coming in, Elysium, starting off the season at 1 and 3 and coming in and pulling off that number 3 seed. They're playing Infantry US, which they're 14. We have the 11 Zero Tolerance going against tonight number 6 Origin, both teams there. We have Mad Gamers at the number 7 slot going against the number 10 rated Mace Mob. We also have, last but not least, we have Sucks coming in at the 15 slot going against Team Rubik's, pulling in the number 2 slot there. Just losing out just a little bit to MU on the RPI. So
yeah, which is unfortunate that they get the first seed with Rubik's. Although, I'm just going to go out on a limb here and say Sucks to take Rubik's. I know I might be wrong here, but damn it, you guys better not prove me wrong.
Well, I was talking with Anarchy Ops. They were just pumped for this match. So hopefully they take it real serious. And Rubik's is no slouch, even though they did have some problems with the roster. As we were talking about a couple of weeks ago or a week ago. All right, well, let's
just come out and say it. They did the same thing they did last year. Come on, guys, quit getting the scrubs on your roster.
All right, we're going to talk a little bit about both teams. We'll talk a little bit about Origin, and Strider, you can do that because I know you're a little bit more familiar with Origin than you are with Zero Tolerance. Why don't you just tell us a little bit about Origin and how you think they might come out on this map?
Well, I don't recall scrimming them in 8v8 when we were still playing 8v8, but in 6v6 they do have some pretty decent guns. Their teamwork, it seems like they get a little, it takes a little while to get adjusted, but once they do, it comes out, fairly well. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do with their vehicles here. Obviously, the most devastating vehicle on this map is the APC. So hopefully they have someone that just rapes face in that, and they just keep the walk around to support the infantry. And as I'm saying that, I need to randomly say something from Cartel. Yeah, I just got a little note from him, and I'll be hitting you guys up with a little random thing every now and then. If you don't laugh, then we can blame Cartel. But anyways, Origin, I think their infantry is fairly decent. I hope they're a little bit better than ZT here, so that helps them out. How does ZT look?
Well, ZT actually has a pretty decent infantry, and they're coming in very, very confident. Even though they're having a little bit of roster issues as of late, trying to pull in some people. They picked up a couple people from various teams that actually didn't do well or quit the season. So I know they picked up Grunt from Mad. He's a good guy. And they picked up a couple others trying to fill those last spots on the roster. I'm anticipating that they're going to be coming out very, very aggressive. After talking with Stang, 68 Stang, They said that they're going to come out aggressive. There are going to be no camping, and really there's no camping on this map. It's either go for it all or just get camped in the main, and you don't want to be in that spot.
Yeah, really, it's going to show a lot of teamwork and what they're going to be doing. If we see a bunch of guys spawn in medic, then like every single one of those guys will get the cock nozzle award, Poochie rules, and yeah, I just really hope to see a lot of anti-tank. They need to get the APC down because it does spawn, I think it's every 45 seconds if I'm not mistaken, and not focus so much on the walker because, I mean, all you need is a couple NGs and a few motion mines and he's toast. So hopefully it works out really nicely. I want to see some really good battles. Verdun is usually not a boring map unless one team comes in and just, you know, slaps people around like a redheaded stepchild. So, I don't know. What do you think, Anger? I haven't really played any of these guys in 8v8. Are they fairly evenly matched?
Yeah, this should be a fairly even match to a certain extent, but I do think Origin will pull this out 2-0. They're a little bit stronger. They come in from a BF2 era, as you would know, and they do have some experience, and they did play under another team last season, and right now it just escapes my mind right now. And that team made the playoffs. And so they do have experience in this game, and I think they'll pull this out 2-0. Zero tolerance again. They're having some roster issues, even though you know, they did pick up some people, but I don't think it's going to be quite enough to get those people gelling quickly, especially when it comes to playoffs. A lot of sphincters are going to get tight, especially with playoffs, and we're going to see who gets tight. The most aggressive team coming out is obviously going to win. So, and I believe that's going to be Origin Stride. So we'll see what happens here.
Yeah, they really did come out guns blazing and not screw around. They want to get in and cap that flag and get the APC in a position where they can keep the other infantry out and place the walker in such a way where he's actually supporting the infantry. So many teams make the mistake of making the walker an offensive tool all by his lonesome, and that's when he goes down really quickly. So it's going to take some vehicle work, and the commander's going to be pretty busy too, trying to keep vehicles down and letting them know when vehicles are coming back and whatnot. So coming from a commander's point of view, playing under Lashton, this can be a very frustrating map if you don't, you know, keep the APC down. Just trust me on that one. I love you, Shane, but don't yell at me anymore.
You know, another thing too that we're going to have to watch out for, and hopefully the viewers take notice of this, is that a lot of teams, they have a habit, especially 6v6 teams, have a habit of staying medic. There's going to be a lot more engineers in this from what I'm seeing, because especially with the two armor pieces, and as you were stating earlier, APC is going to be a beast on this map as long as it's in the right hands. That the APC should easily pick up at least 12 kills plus. And so the opposite opposing team that's going against that, you know, that monster of APC, they're going to come out with ATs, and they're going to better come out blazing, because otherwise it's going to be a long, long night for them.
Well, even my friggin' cat should be able to rape in the APC on this map. I mean, you know, as long as your commander lets you know where they're at, or a UAV's up, or whatever, you know, you point, click, and just knock them out. Now, what really comes into play is, you know, the commander and you know, a bunch of NGs, they can take out the APC fairly quickly if he's just sitting still, you know, kind of like a dweeb. Poochie rules. So hopefully he'll just you know, on both sides, I want to see some great APC battles. Easton used to piss me off in the APC after he figured out what I was doing, so as commander. So hopefully we'll see a lot of that. And I don't know, I haven't heard of any of these walker guys, so I don't know if we're going to see any Orca Ninja stuff, but hopefully some great infantry battles.
Okay, the name just came back to me. It was Envy last year that Lucy and a lot of them came from, that went to Origin here. So for some of you that did play Season 1, they did go under the name of Envy, so you may or may not remember them. So they do have some experience in Season 1 and also Battlefield 2. So just a note there, a little FYI. Alright, we're going to take a look at the map really quick here for some of you that haven't seen this, seen 2142, or at least haven't played on Verdun. We're going to talk about it real briefly here. And now hopefully Limek has that picture up. Two teams are going to be fighting now. EU is going to spawn at their main at Valley Farm, and PAC will be spawning at Glacier Rim. What's going to happen here, both of these sides will have a walker and also an APC, as Strider was stating earlier. And also you'll get the commander tools. You're going to get the orbital and the UAV and the scan and the amp and all that garbage. So hopefully the commander can use that wisely. What they're going to be fighting for, these two teams, they're going to be fighting for 3 neutral flags: Western Outskirts, Church, and Eastern Outskirts. Majority of the fighting will take place on Church. Is this live here, Stride? Okay, Okay, not
Probably
really.
not.
Okay.
No.
No.
Again, baddies.
Okay. All right, so that's what they're going to be fighting out for. Again, the prime piece of real estate is going to be church because there's a lot of height you can get from the tower there to knock out some armor. If you can get that right position, you're going to see a lot of potting out of the APC around that tower area into the church flag. So again, majority of the action taking place there.
Yeah, it's going to be a very active map for everyone. Everyone's going to need to keep the teamwork going and keep the vehicles down. And when the vehicles are down, that's when they really need to push in and fight from radius. I see so many teams trying to chase after a kill, like they're pub all-stars or something, and really they just need to focus and get in there. And ZT is really going to have to use their teamwork because I do believe that Origin is going to outshoot them on the ground.
Right. Okay, well, I'm going to let the teams know that we're ready, but before we start, Origin is going to be playing on the PAX side, and ZT is going to be playing on the EU side, so we're going to go over the starting lineups really quickly. For Origin, I have Lucy going in, and we also have Sergeant Bud. We have Socialism, we have The Old Man, Mike O, Jetting, I'm just going to call it that because I have no idea with these names sometimes, Aerobic Fish, and Hates Fury. What do you got for Zero Tolerance over there, Stride?
What I have is XX Vader XX, who is the forum whore at TGL, Sexy Angel 24, Wise Guy, White Goat, Interman, Crazy Cat, Glitch MP, and Extreme 19. And for once, a team where I can actually read the names and I don't have to get all crazy with it. So thank you.
Yeah, you're gonna have to give them a gold star there because at least all the casts I've done, there's always one name that you just want to slap around because it's just ridiculous. And where they come up with these names, I don't know. But speaking of foreign horror, they were saying there about was it Vader? We have on Origin the forum whore himself. We also have Lucy. So there's going to be two forum whores going at it, and they will see each other on the ground.
All right, forum whore or not, they better get it in there. Go ahead.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, just let them know how they can get a hold of you for shout-outs there real quickly.
Okay, I'm actually just going to keep Xfire up, and my Xfire name is Strider 1S1K. It's Strider, the number 1, S, the number 1, K. And we are live, and I believe Limek is following you over there, so how's it look off the start?
Hold on.
You baddie. Okay, I'll take the start. Over on EU, we got the we got the APC moving.
I just spawned in.
We
tell me.
got the walker going, and no, it's not live. So you know what? You just saved your own butt.
Yeah, because I didn't even tell him I was ready yet. I told him specifically not to go until I told him I was ready, or you, unless you did it. I didn't see it. So that's a first. So I will get the douchebag award, the cock nozzle. I'll take that off the start there.
No way. I can't give it to you. I need to give it to someone in game who just pulls like the stupidest move I've ever seen. I did get one shout out. I have a shout out from Cartel. I have a shout out from Cartel over at Rival. He said, "Shout out to Baby Spinach's triumphant return to 2142." And let me just tell you, I was scrimming with him earlier tonight. The guy is just bad.
All right, as you were saying earlier, I will be following Origin on the PAX side along with Limek. Strider will be going solo on the Zero Tolerance side, which will be EU.
All right, go ahead and take off the start. Should be a normal start.
Yeah, right now we have Mike O in the APC, so he's a tank core from BF2, and we have Hates Fury in the Walker, so we'll see how this goes. Nobody on ground yet, so most of them are going to come out of the APC. And just as soon as I say that, the commander gets dropped, and that's Lucy. He's on the flag over at Eastern Outskirts. What do you got over there, Stripe?
Typical commander on flag, APC coming up, some little buddies coming out, Walker coming up. It's going to be the fight at flag as usual. Whoever gets that APC down first is going to have a huge advantage.
Yes, I believe it takes 3 minutes for the APC to respawn, so that's going to be very key, and hopefully the commanders can take note of that and let their people know.
I believe the APC is less than a minute, but the Walker's like 3. APC comes back really quick on this map. Right now, I see guys potting out. Looks like the squad leader is in the APC. I see one of your guys flanking around, and the Walker should get him, which he did. Pretty normal right now, although Church is untaken, and that's because everyone's vehicles are up still.
Right. Hates Fury right now is in the Walker for Origin right now. He's just teeter-tottering on the northeast portion of Church right now. Origin Jet jetting is coming into the flag radius. How much he's going to do by himself, we don't know. He's going big-time ramble here. What are you seeing over there, Strider?
Well, this is when the commander really needs to spot him out, and the APC needs to get in there and take him out. And it was actually someone on the ground who did it. And as I'm talking, your commander just went and took out the APC for ZT. So this is Origin's time to push in. They just wiped out a push on Church, and it looks like I got a couple in radius. So the flag is going to go to Origin.
Yeah, Aerobic Fish and the Old Man are on the flag right now. We have the commander, Lucy, coming in after that. Artie Strike coming into the flag radius also to give some type of support. Artie, Skittles dropping all over Church, though. A little too late from the commander from ZT. Ticket count 89 to 91 early.
Yeah, I really would have liked to see that that Artie Strike on the APC as he's just sitting there, and that would have really helped them out a lot more instead of just trying to pick up a few infantry here and there, because that's the walkers and the infantry's job to take care of them. They need to get down that APC or they're not going to be able to move anywhere. ZT's APC is back up already. He gets emmed, and looks like there's no Artie to follow it, so kind of a little waste of that right there. But he really needs to clean up the infantry. They need to take out that dang APC and then get into radius.
Well, right now, Strider, we have a squad leader plus 4 guys moving into the western outskirts a little bit, coming from the north into the western flag there. There's a walker opposing them, though, and he's just trying to hide right now. He's going to the south end into the broken wall towards the tower, and he's trying to run away. But what's funny is that Origin members are following him, the walker, and that's very odd to see.
Yeah, it was really interesting. I don't think it was a very well timed push on Origin. I mean, they did take out the APC again, but they really need to kind of time it better when a few more vehicles are down. And still, yet again, Origin's APC is still up, and Origin is now arting the walker, which it looks like he's hurting. He's walking away, and he's going to be all right.
Well, ZT's commander better get a supply box to save that walker, because that's going to be a very important piece here, especially when they're defending their last and only flag here up in the fighting area.
Yeah, I would like to see some more from ZT's commander. Oh, it looks like he's finally doing an EMP and Artie Strike on their APC, and the Origin's APC is finally down, and now's the time that ZT needs to slowly push up and actually maybe even get into radius, as long as he's got some engineer support for that walker that's there.
Well, we might see a walker fight here, Strider. Right now, Hates Fury from Origin is just teeter-tottering again on the east end, north to east end of the flag here at Church on the main road. He knows the other walker's on the opposing end of him and trying to get some shots on him. Ticket count 73 to 66, Strider, in the favor of Team Origin.
Yeah, and it's a little slower than I thought it was going to be, but I think that ZT's having a little problem, coordinating, their vehicles and whatnot. Their APC just got back up. I'd like to see their walker actually a little bit more active. This is when he should be up supporting the infantry and maybe even duking it out with the other walker, like two fat chicks throwing cupcakes at each other. But yeah, their push is a little too late now. Origin's APC is back. It's still a fight over Church flag. I do see a squad leader for ZT up north of Church, and he should actually try and maybe flank around to their main and pull the vehicles back so their infantry could go forward. That's probably the best move they can do, but instead they walk right into the face of a walker who's just raping them right now.
Yeah, right now we have Zero Tolerance's APC also up and back into the fight finally. One of the things that it may not work, but it'd be interesting, is maybe commit the APC to go south in the out-of-bounds area to flank around the eastern outskirts. A little dangerous to do that, but yet Zero Tolerance isn't really doing anything as of yet. Maybe something a little different to keep them off their toes, but you don't want to waste the APC though, so it might not be a good move.
Actually, now's the time to push in, as Origin just dropped one of their players. Whenever they're down a player, that's the time to move in. However, before that happened, Origin's commander was able to take out their APC and ZT's walker. So ZT is, well, they have no vehicles, so they're kind of screwed right now. As Origin's APC goes down, so now they need to get their engineers in there, take down that walker, and stay in radius.
Yeah, ticket count 65 to 48. Again, still in the favor of Origin. And right now, it seems like, especially with the man down, Origin seems content and just holding this 2-flag lead right now. Time remaining is 24 minutes, so time will not be a factor in this first round.
No, it definitely won't be. factor. We're not going to go down to the wire, I don't think, because they'll slowly bleed out before the clock goes down. But ZT was very lucky right there that their commander actually did take out the APC, because when they had no vehicles, Origin just could have run right through them. But here they're going after the Walker, and they're going after him hard, finally. They need to throw some motion mines down and get him to where he can sit still and just pile the crap out of him. But they're in bad positioning there, north side, and he's just killing them. Hate's Fury is just cleaning it up, and he has not gone down a single time. We had a nice job from the APC over in Origin. Mike O just clearing out the radius, picking up the hat trick, as some bad timing again on ZT. Looks like this first round is going to go to Origin, no problem, as they have ZT at a standstill. It's just a matter of by how many tickets.
Yeah, and you know, that clear out right there is pretty much putting a nail in the coffin. Even though it's only 58-29, I don't see them zero tolerance coming back on this one. They just really look a little confused there, and timing their pushes and getting them in at the right time at church. They did get the APC down, but that Walker was just raping them on the north end of the church. So, you know, right now we have Mike O, or excuse me, Interim taking out Mike O there with the pylon, and that is destroyed there. So this is a good time, Strider, to, again, as you're saying, with the armor pieces down, to have ZT come in and try to work the church flag.
However, in order for them to do that, there needs to be like guys that are alive and stuff, you know, like the minor details of the game. And you know, by the time they get in there and clean out this small little push from Origin, which is actually smart, send a couple cannon fodder in there just to kind of keep them pushed back a little bit until they can get their vehicles back up, which is exactly what they did. And ZT is just having a hell of a time getting that Walker down. If they're not dealing with APC, then that Walker comes in and just starts knocking them down like crazy. So really, their commander needs to do something here and see if he can help them out with that Walker. Like right now, he just emptied him, but there's no infantry around to support him, so it really doesn't do any good. And I see 2 boxes for Origin's Walker, so they're kind of screwed right now.
Yeah, I'm very surprised to see the Walker up this long. Usually it's the APC that stays up the longest in this map, but right now, you know, you got to give it up to Hate's Fury in this first round, just staying up and just being a whole total menace to zero tolerance, and you know, by himself.
Hate's Fury is a friggin' beast right now. ZT's Walker and APC went up to double team him, and the Walker got took out. You know, they just got thrown out like garbage. And oh, finally, Origin's Walker goes down, and ZT's Walker is up. ZT's Walker needs to push in and let their infantry get into radius, but I think they're a little spread out again, even though most of their guys are alive. Commander needs to kind of let them know that this is the time to go, and get your rears into radius.
Well, they're big time spread out right now. The Walker just went far north, and he's not going to do any good out there. Probably more for repairs than anything. But Mike O has almost got Artie there as he pulls back the APC to save his armor piece, and he's still good to go. And they're going to be dropping a box soon right now on top of him. Ticket count 46-0, and that is it. Origin takes the first round pretty decisively there, Stripe.
Yeah, it was exactly as you called it. They pretty much came in and dominated, and I don't see too much changing for the other side. They're pretty smart in being comfortable with their 2-flag lead, and it just didn't work out. I'm going to have to give the Cock Nozzle Award to White Goat in the APC, going 3-5 in the APC. How on God's green earth do you go 3-5 in the APC?
I think you're going to have to bring in your cat, sub them out. Right now, we're going to go over the e-rev scoreboard. Right now, we have Lucy, the commander, going a total combined score of 26. We have Mike O in the APC going 16-3. Aerobic Fish going 10-8. And Socialism going 11-7. What do you got for ZT?
Over on ZT, I have Vader going 14-11, Interman going 12-14, and Glitch going 13-3. And I have to point out, Hate's Fury over there went 13-3 in the Walker. The dude was just unbelievable in that thing, and nice work on that.
Yeah, he's the pre-Iron Man so far, at least for the first rounds. We'll see how the second round goes and see if he can still hold that type of stance there in the Walker. Very well done for him on his part, and really that solidified Orange's push and saving the flag at church, because ET almost had it, and you know, he saved the day, Captain Walker there. So I couldn't think of anything funny to say. I just lost my train of thought there, Stride, so that's what EQ you.
Hey, you know what? At least you tried, you little baddie. But really, I think that I would honestly give Iron Man to Luigi, the commander. He made sure their APC stayed down. Granted, it was fairly easy for him to take them down, but I mean, the guy only got 3 friggin' kills the whole round. And I saw his ping spike a little bit, but you know what? I could hop in with like a 900 ping and still, like right faced with that thing, get at least 8 kills, I would hope. So nice job to Luigi, calling things out, and you can tell the guys felt a lot more comfortable than the guys over at ZT. Usually when I pause, this is when you talk, Anger, and Q.
No, I was typing something out. You're trying to cue me, see? Alright, here we go. I'm just letting them know that we are not ready. Alright, we have a shout out. Go ahead.
Oh, nothing, go ahead.
No, I have a shout out for in-game shout out for that. We have Lucy. Shout out to Jayhawk. I miss the days we walk on the beach together. So I guess Jayhawk left Lucy there for greener pastures and just left him hanging.
I've actually got a shout out to you, Anger, from Badvar. He said, "Hey, I've got a 6-pack of Smirnoff and a copy of the Notebook. Want to hang out?"
Okay.
That's cute. You guys are gonna hold hands.
No, I get past that part. I go straight to second or third base or strider. I don't waste time, man.
Well, you might as well, and then film it, make a little money off of eBay. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, no doubt. Badvar is easy though too. So I mean, everybody's had him.
Well, he is an easy piece of ass, but you know what? I'll market it. I'll pimp you boys out.
Well, I also have another shout out from Baron here to e-rev for a great cast. Also a shout out to Stud Muffin Bullfighter from FMJ. He retired with me today from 2142. Alright, well, we have also another shout. Well, we have a shout out from Silencer from Rubik. Shout out to Origin and to Hate. Show them how important a walker is. Love to ZT2. Good game, sucks.
Yeah, it's been some impressive, well, at least on Origin's side, their vehicles have been doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing. APC got about as many kills as it should, and the Walker was just always there, and that just kept ZT from pushing around. And like I said, I see the same exact thing happening. They were just aggressive enough to get that center flag, and then just keep it and keep ZT on their back heels the whole time.
I'm getting another shout out. I don't know if this is really a shout out from Anarchy Ops or if he's just upset, but it looked like they had a problem between Sucks and Rubik. So if any of you guys want to let us know what happened, we can get that out. Also, we have a shout out from Jayhawk from Matt. Shout out to Origin Lucy for owning, and to Aerobic Fish for sucking at life, and also to Socialism for being the best reviver ever. And
Anger, how come I'm not surprised that there's drama with the Rubik's match? Just tell me why I'm not surprised, please.
I don't know. They're a magnet for drama, at least this season and a little bit of last season towards the end there. So,
I'm convinced that they're all teenage girls, just like pretending to be guys, because there's way too much drama there to be like a bunch of grown men.
Yeah, I know. You would think. I mean. Yeah, there has been a lot of drama there. I'm surprised that nothing's. They haven't. I don't know. They're weird.
But you know what? It does keep it entertaining, and so props for the entertainment. And are we ready to go live yet?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Now, Silencer. I mean, at least from speaking with him a few times, seemed like the only level-headed guy on that team. But I've talked to them lately now. They seem to all calm down and come back to earth. But yeah, they do create a lot of drama, or at least it follows them. I shouldn't say they create it. Well, actually, they do.
A little of both there.
Yeah. But I don't hate any team, so I'm not attacking them. So I don't want them to get all butthurt and him sending me, spamming me. Oh, we hate e-rev, we hate Anger. I don't want to hear that. I love everybody.
Aw, you're a lover, not a fighter. How cute.
Alright, looks like we're going to go live on Restart here. I'm going to be following the pack side along with Limek, with ZT, and Strider will be taking Origin on EU.
I'd like to see ZT come out swinging hard and come out with a much stronger, much faster start. I think they had too many people spawn in the first time and it really slowed them down. Origin's already on their way. How does it look over there, ZT?
Just as soon as you said they spawned in all at once, they did the same thing, and I was about to make a comment on that, and they did the same thing. I mean, come on, guys. Get the squad leader in and then spawn on him in the APC. It's not a very difficult task.
well, it's like button clicking and stuff, and that's hard to do.
Yeah, they can't multitask, so I have to take a note of that. ZT does not multitask. Okay, here we go. They're potting into the church area right now, ZT is. And wow, APC is already down. Wow.
Nice shot. Nice pylon shot from Socialism. Just took it down. And there were actually 2 people in there. So he got a little doozy kill there. And they're being actually very patient right now to get in the radius. And maybe a little too patient. There's nothing there. A couple, infy here and there. And if I'm not mistaken, the walker for ZT is down. So this flag is basically theirs for the taking.
Yeah, and here they are. This is one of the things that the tower becomes very important. Use it to your advantage, the height, because the APC obviously didn't know they were there, and they just pyloned the hell out of it, and it went down very quickly. Walker giving support here for Origin onto Church.
I'm actually surprised that worked. I know us over at Hot, we tried that a couple times with a squad leader up there, and as soon as someone just looked up there, it was rocketing, and, squad lead goes down. So, I mean, really the commander should be letting him know, and if for some reason his guys can't take him out, then sacrifice an Artie for it, because it's a great spawn point if the other guys don't know you're there.
Now, I'm a little baffled to see what ZT's doing. I know they're trying to go a little bit for western outskirts, but when you got the APC there, you're just not going to win, and they just got rolled on the outside of the wall here towards the south here of the tower. And there's still 1 member from Origin on top of that tower, and very, very interesting to see him still there. It's not a squad leader, I don't believe. Correct me if I'm wrong there.
Well, the commander over at ZT totally and completely missed the APC when he brought down that Artie strike, and he should have called his boys back when he told them that he missed. But hey, Luigi cleaning house again, taking down that APC for ZT before he can move up and do anything. And is it White Goat in there again?
Yes, it is, and he's down again.
Like I said, even with that 233 ping, you should be able to kill at least 1 guy.
Well, he's seen more time being dead than he has actually being alive, so that's not a way to do any damage.
Yeah, not so much.
Game time dead.
Dial up for the lose, buddy.
Yeah, I know. Get DSL at least.
No kidding. ZT making a small push into here, took down the APC finally, and I see 1 lonesome engineer running around, and he's going to get raped by Luigi right now. Well, it took him a whole magazine to do it, but he finally got him, and that wiped out their little push. I see a couple guys in radius. Wow, they graded. Nice work.
Yeah, ZT is all over the flag right now at Church, and wow, nice nade by Wolf. Got the trifecta there and cleaned out that flag. There's still 2 members from Zero Tolerance, and they just got wiped. EU Origin all over that. Wow.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about getting outgunned. Well, that nade really helped out a lot, but I don't know why homie wasn't in there getting reses, but he was just kind of chilling. And finally, White Goat coming in at a clutch time and taking out the homies in radius. Now it's going to be an all-out infantry battle as Origin's APC is going to be coming up, and I foresee ZT's Walker going down in T-minus 3 seconds.
Lucy just took out the APC there, so the Goat Man himself is down and out. Just like in Beverly Hills, he's gone, so he's no factor in this. And right now we have Origin all over the flag here at Church. Wise Guy and Sexy Angel from Zero Tolerance and Vader just got taken out, trying to push in an infantry battle here, directly on the flag.
Yeah, this is actually really fun to watch. APC doing the smart thing over there on Origin. He's going to his number 1 gun, instead of taking out everyone in his team with the number 2 gun. So that was very nice on Origin's part, wiping that out. ZT just couldn't seal the deal. That was a huge open window for them, and they just couldn't get in there.
Yeah, again, you got to give Lucy credit, as you did in the first round, taking out the APC, very, very key there, and that's what gave the infantry the upper hand there and to take that Church flag. Ticket count 58 to 81 in the favor of Origin. Very controlling lead here for them.
Yeah, see, ZT's commander needs to be a little quicker with the clicking. He actually did hit Mike O with the imp, but he was able to just wait and back up, and then the Artie strike came down. So just to need a little bit more work on that, and maybe hang out with Luigi for a little bit. But Origin making some, standing the ground, setting up a good defense. Walker's still up, doing his thing. So yeah, it's pretty much like round 1.
Well, one of the things I just saw right now, Origin's Walker is shooting at an infantry guy, and ZT's Walker didn't even do anything towards him. I mean, one of his teammates distracted him. That would have been a perfect time to lay a smackdown on him, but no go there. Socialism takes out Wise Guy with some Krylov work. Ticket count 44 to 79 in the favor of Origin.
And see, that's just the perfect example that, see, Cassio and I proved this a while ago. If you're running away from the walker, as long as you don't look at him, you'll survive. And he totally survived the whole way. Of course, the APC took him out, but he was, hopping and jumping and finally made it. But you're absolutely right. That was their time to take down the walker, and they completely missed it. And now he's actually just being a pretty offensive force right now, and really doesn't feel like he has too much to worry about, and I don't blame him.
Yeah, a lot of open opportunities, a lot of open windows there for Zero Tolerance, and they just did not grab them at the right time. Again, their APC's been down majority of this round, and at least the first round also, so the APC is not effective here. And that you got to give Origin credit, especially like you were saying, Lucy. I might have to change my predictions on Lucy's doing a nice job commanding in the second round also.
Yeah, he's doing an excellent job. He was very well timed in taking down the APC and making sure that sucker stays down. And once again, Zero Tolerance wasting their arty on that walker. Their infantry should be able to take out that walker instead of. I see one guy at a time going 1v1 with that walker. If you just got 3 guys in there with a pylon, even if 2 of them go down, if they all got off a shot, that thing would be down. So I really don't understand what they're doing. And as I say that, Maiko's pushing up in the APC. So, oh wow, he finally goes down. Nice work.
Yeah, right now the fighting is a little bit fighting here on the eastern outskirts. There is some demo packs around the radius, but I believe they killed the commander that had the demo packs in hand. And they just got taken out off of that. So Zero Tolerance still trying to hold serve here. And here comes a walker from Origin. And again, Artie Skittles just dropping all over eastern outskirts right now.
Yeah, see this infantry running at him? He's looking at him, so he's going to die.
He just did.
But this is going to become Origin's flag very soon. ZT's still able to spawn in, but the way Origin's pushing up, even with just a walker and a couple infi, I don't see it going too well for ZT, as Origin is winning the fights, as I just said.
Yeah, they're pushing up slowly but surely. If the commander's pushing up and the commander is near the church radius, they're going to get this flag. They're being ultra aggressive right now. They're pushing all the armor from ZT far north. They're not a factor in the eastern outskirts area.
Well, it really doesn't matter. 72-5 right now, so it is just a blowout on this round. ZT all over the place. 71-2. It's probably going to be 68, 69-0, something like that. And we got a few seconds left.
Yeah, 70-0. Origin takes this 2-0, and they just club Zero Tolerance like a baby seal.
Yeah, that poor little thing didn't have a chance. Looked up at you with his little puppy dog eyes, and they just slapped it around and didn't care. What's the scoreboard look like?
Oh, for Zero Tolerance, Vader coming in at 8 and 10, Intermin coming in at 11 and 12, and looked like the only positive KDR was from Glitch, going 9 and 8 with the commander, Crazy Cat, going a total combined score of 8. What do you got for Origin?
Over on Origin, I have Socialism going 15 and 5. Wolf going 12 and 2, and Sergeant Bud going 11 and 2. And everyone had a positive KBR except for Aerobic Fish. He went 8 and 8. Luigi, the commander, went a combined score of 26. And I'm going to have to share the Cock Nozzle Award between White Goat, the APC nub, and Crazy Cat, the bad-timed commander.
Okay. Here, if you have any shout-outs, Strider, go ahead, get them off. I think we've come to an agreement that we're going to pick Lucy on this. Is that correct?
Oh, absolutely. The guy was just amazing. It's a hard map to command on only because if it's a good APC driver, you can't get him down. But even with bad APC drivers, the timing was just flawless every time. And he had that guy down, and it was just an unbelievable job on his side, getting his guys in the right position. So yes, definitely Luigi.
All right, here, let me give him the information. Let me see if I can find him on my X-Fire. Looks like
you
Hannah
can
from
find him on
Origin.
your X-Fire.
Yeah, I'll find him right now. Looks like Hannah is giving a shout out to Lucy from Origin.
And rightly so. I mean, you can't do 8v8 with at least without at least a halfway decent commander. And Louis Shi has obviously been practicing, and he did very, very well. I was very happy with that.
If you could, Strider, give out some shout-outs if you have them. I'm gonna type in the information, so I will be quiet for a second here.
I don't have shout-outs, but I can make them up. Let's
Go for
see
it.
here.
Create some drama.
There we go. Shout out from Team Rival to Cassio. Cassio, you're a scrub. You came back from Hawaii, single, didn't go out, spent the whole time in the hotel room. You got sunburned. Wah, wah, wah. Get over yourself, man. Get back into the game. Let's see.
Wow, he went to Hawaii and didn't get any tail? What the hell?
No. And then he gave me some excuse about, oh, I'm in like a resort where there's like families and stuff and people on vacation, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, dude, if you have like any game at all, that almost even makes it easier because like, you know, bars are easy. But the poor kid is underage, you know, so I mean, he can only go in and get like chocolate milk or something if they even let him in. So, I mean, really, it was just, I don't know. I tried to help the kid out. You know, you try and take someone under your wing, but no, it's just not going to happen. I do have a real shout out.
Cassio?
Oh, this is Cassio. He owns in game, but in real life,
this dude's going to be a cop in Philly, or not Philly, but in Pennsylvania, in Amish country. So I'm not surprised now. I'm not surprised, Strider. I'm just going to drop it. Just shut the cast down. Screw it, Cassio. You just disappointed me, Cassio.
You did, man. You see what you did, Cassio? Your scrubness is going to shut down the cast. And everyone watching this is going to be disappointed because they don't get to hear us interview the Iron Man, which is the commander, and it's not very often that it's commander. So how do you feel now, Scrubby? Scrubby? How do you feel? I do have a shout out from Drew over at Rival. He said, anonymous shout out to scrub teams for the win. And you know what? I'm going to have to put Cassio in that category. The guy can shoot in game, but when you're in Hawaii and you spend all the time in the room with mom and dad, on the laptop, chatting with everyone else, then we need to talk, buddy. We need to talk.
Yeah, leave the room, dude. I mean, come on, Cassio. Anyway, well, we'll skip that. Since Lucy's in here now, we'll just go with the interview. We have to give the Iron Man, and again, like Strider was saying, not very many times we give it to the commander, but Lucy, you really earned this one, and it wasn't difficult, but yet very productive there, Lucy. You're the Iron Man of the match. How do you feel?
I own.
Okay, if you do that again, you're out of here.
Love you, Shad.
All right, we know it's Cal, and we know it's a little lackluster this season compared to last when you were with Envy. But, you got to take it a little bit serious because it is playoffs. But, I mean, how much did you take this serious this week, Lucy? How did you guys prepare?
We actually scrimmed Rubik's before the match, so we actually somewhat took it seriously. I know Socialism was really pissed off at me all week because I really didn't seem to care much. But yeah, it's fun.
All right, as you go into the second week here, Strider, do you have any questions for him real quick? I'll get something real quick.
Well, I mean, you did a great job. I think it was just the timing that you had down really well. I mean, obviously it wasn't an easy commanding round, and it was pretty easy to make you look good. But the timing was flawless on getting things down at the right time. So I mean, for you, were you able to just call things out for your guys, or was it just kind of whatever, all the vehicles are down, do what you want?
Basically, this match, I just let the Walker just rampage whenever we got their armor down. I just spotted for Hates, who, as you guys could see, just really held it down. I'm really proud of him for that.
Yeah, I saw that was an excellent job. He gave him, at any given time, he had at least a couple boxes, especially when you guys were over on pack, and he would just walk back in there and heal himself. So that was some great coordination between the two of you. But yeah, he was really able to rate face, and you were able to take down the APC, which is key in this. I think too many people mistake the Walker as the one who's really doing the most damage, which it shouldn't be, but in this case it was. So it's kind
Depends
of a reverse
on the
role.
team. Some teams or Walker can actually be better in the APC.
True, but with good infantry and good engineers, the Walker's a whole lot easier to take down than an APC.
Yep.
Angry, you have anything?
Yeah, one of the things, Lucy, as we come into next week, and your opponent will probably be, obviously it's going to be Elysium or Infantry US. How do you look forward to playing against them? You see any worries there, Lucy?
Inf US we've played before. I'm really not too worried about them. I really want to play Elysium because we just won't put the smackdown on them for rule fucking us.
All right, we'll beep that part out.
Sorry. Language filter!
I didn't mean to say that.
No problem, man. No, yeah, Elysium coming off, they started out 1-3 as I was stating earlier in the cast, and they solidified their number 3 seed there, so they're coming in pretty strong. And assuming that they did win tonight, it's going to be a nice match to see you guys going against them. So, in your opinion, I don't, how do you see it? 2-1, 2-0 for Origin, or do you see? Obviously, you're not going to pick Elysium.
They'll
Put you on the spot.
I'll say 2-0 Elysium. Duh. No, it's going to be a good match. I have no idea how to call it. So we'll be ready for you guys.
All right. Well, before we let you go, Lucy, any last-minute shout-outs?
Shout out to Jayhawk. I really miss walking on the beaches with you. Shout out to Hannah, you own, and also to Hates and Ace from Rubik's. And also I'd like to shout out to our sponsors, AF Warehouse and AF Nation. Thanks for supporting us. And NetKillers Hosting, who provides our server. And also thank you to Anger, because he owns.
Wow, you're just leaving no corners empty there. Yeah, thank you. I never get that type of compliment, especially from you, Lucy. This is a first.
It's first for everything, Anger.
Yeah, I know. No, I appreciate both teams, actually, you and Zero Tolerance, for doing this last minute. We didn't have this scheduled as normal, so I do appreciate you guys taking the time and holding back a half hour and getting this casted. Big props to both teams there on that. Before we get going here, I'm going to get these shout-outs. They're spamming the hell out of me, so I just want to get these across the air beforehand.
Oh yeah, shout out to Laser.
Yeah, we have a shout-out from Kolovos. Shout out to Origin. We got rolled by Elysium, so good luck next week. So that's the, you'll be playing Elysium.
Woo.
All right, we also have one from Casio. Wow, Strider is a liar, and I hate you guys.
See, the hate right there just proves that we're right.
Also got one from Angry Picard. Commander in the spot for the win. Quarterback of the team, the eyes of the guys. Okay, Angry Picard for president. Thank you, Picard. Do you have any shout-outs there, Strider? My thing is like, they're just totally spamming me here.
Go ahead and hit it. I've got no love over here. I'm too mean. Poor guy.
Yeah, my thing is totally freezing up right now.
No excuse. Call it out. Call it out.
No, seriously, it's like freezing up. This laptop, I gotta reformat this puppy. It hasn't been reformatted.
Yeah, Vista for the lose, man.
Well, I can't get these out, unfortunately. If you can get him to Strider real quick, then he can say them, but I don't think we can. Limek, you there?
Yes, I am.
You have any shout-outs or anything you want to get across the air? But please do not breathe hard in the mic.
I'll try. But, no, the only guy is Casio asking for the event pass, trying to get in here, I guess.
No, he's a scrub. I told the truth. Just deal with it and move on, little son. I do have a shout-out from Hates Fury over at Origin. Shout-out to Rubik's for scrims and Silencer for Walker practice. I have a shout-out from Luishi. Even though he's in the same channel, he said shout-out to Beam. And
wow,
I guess there's some more drama about the Rubik's thing. Sucks wants us to dispute Rubik's for having 5 players at 9:48. I'm sure we're going to hear more about that later on.
Wow, past the time limit. Wow, they're cracking. Well, this is playoffs. Some people take it really, really serious.
Zimmerman does count as 5 people, so I guess that kind of counts.
All right, on that note, we're going to end this cast. Strider, any last-minute words?
Nope. Just keep it entertaining, guys. You have to scrim on 8v8, even if you don't like the game or think you're going to own or whatnot. I mean, because the team that actually puts in the work is the team that's going to come out on the win. Take some coordination, and Origin showed that tonight.
Yeah, no doubt. Limek, any last-minute words, buddy?
Nope.
All right. Again, we'll be doing Cal next week, so be on the lookout for that. We also will be doing TGL 6v6 and 8v8 playoffs. As soon as they're announced, we will have another news type show where we're going to have we're going to talk about all the teams in 6v6 and 8v8s. We're going to do a team by team layout there. We're going to have a panel besides the e-rev casters. We're going to have some members from each team, or at least some of the teams, come in and give their opinions on some of the teams and the matchups and stuff, and maybe create a little drama, Strider, in the e-rev channel.
I'm all about the drama, baby. And speaking of drama, for those of you who remember, Captain Garrett is going to be making his triumphant return to casting, so no one is going to be safe from the two of us.
You're actually going to pull him away from WoW?
Oh, absolutely. I already kicked him in the teeth and the nuts and told him he's going to come do this, so we're going to have a blast.
All right. We were going to close this cast, but I brought the Amish man in real quick. Go ahead, Cassio. Say what you got to say. Well, he wasn't ready. So on that note, we're going to close the we're going to close the cast here. So for Anger, Strider, and Limek and the Iron Man Lucy, we'd like to say good night as Team Origin takes this against Zero Tolerance 2 rounds to 0. So we'll see you next week and for more playoff action. So it looks like we'll have the news on Sunday, but not for sure yet. We'll check the forums, check the e-rev forums at www.e-rev.tv. So until then, good night.
Bye-bye.